Live on the Freddy Cain Show.
Welcome back to the Freddy Cain Show. Now listen, we're here with a prolific receiver, Mr. Jimmy Smith. Welcome back to town, my good man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now listen, I'm one of the many Cowboy fans that missed you while you were gone.
Yeah.
It seemed like there's a stigma that all the people leave Dallas and go do great things. How you feel about that?
Well, fortunately, unfortunately, I didn't want to leave in the first place, but in order for my career to be springboarded and for me to go on and be franchise leading receiver, and to also get more catches than Michael Irvin, because as long as I stayed here, I wasn't going to get more catches than Michael Irvin. So I ended up with career high of catches more than Michael Irvin. So it all turned out great.
I didn't realize that. I guess we just had the Bryce Butler situation. I didn't, being a kid back then, I didn't realize that was a thing. Right. So the reason you left Dallas is because you was number 2?
Well, yeah. And anytime, maybe if I was on the receiving corps with Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper, and Kevin Martin. And I was stuck behind Michael Irvin. So there was no way that I was going to be playing in front of Michael Irvin. I don't care if Michael Irvin dropped every ball in count, or if I caught every ball in count. There was no way I was going to touch the field playing behind Michael Irvin. And they wasn't going to move me to the other side to play behind Alvin Harper. So, unfortunately, but fortunately, I was able to go ahead and go somewhere else and springboard my career with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And you did that. I got to give you your props. And I think as Cowboy fans, all we can do is sit back and think what would have happened had they gave you your respect that you should have got being a number 1 receiver. You ever think about what could have happened if you'd have stayed with the boys?
Oh, yeah, I think about it all the time. I think, we probably would have won the Super Bowl in '94. So that would have been 4 straight Super Bowls. And then my career began to take off in '96, '97, all the way to the year 2001 was my best year. So if those years would have been with the Cowboys, maybe the Cowboys would have went on to win even more Super Bowls.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Now, of course, we got to talk about the fantasy football convention here. What is it like to be amongst fans that still be like, hey man, let me get your order. They still show you the love like you're playing still.
Yeah, it's amazing. And, these Cowboy fans are amazing. Being that I didn't actually get as much playing time here as I should have, they still remember me as a player who got away and went on to have a successful career. So to see that is very heartwarming.
Well, I'll tell you, before you get out of here, of course, it's the Freddy Cain Show. We're here in the MVP VIP Lounge. Everybody in here paid big money to see these stars and the hobnob with them. We want to get your feel on what is it, like being a part of something like this that's here in Dallas and looking on this new team going forward for the future. Any Super Bowls in the forecast?
Well, it remains to be seen. You got a great offensive line intact. You got a good quarterback, good running game. We're waiting to see what happens with the receiving corps, but the focus has got to be on defense. Dallas has always been known for having a great defense, so you got to get back to those great defensive playing days in order for the Cowboys to have a shot at going back to the Super Bowl.
Well, I know most people will ask you, what do you consider yourself, a Jaguar or a Cowboy the most?
Well, obviously, Cowboys always be dear to my heart because this is the team who drafted me out of college, and the rest is history about the Jaguars. I'll always be franchise leader, but this is Dallas holds a special place in my heart because I was drafted here.
Well, any news on the new Jaguars? Any hope that they might be in the Super Bowl? I know Tony Romo picked them to be in the Super Bowl. What's your thoughts on it before you go?
And if Tony Romo picks, you gotta pay attention to it. So he seems to have the inside track. I'm just excited. After I left, they went through some years of losing. I'm so excited that they're ready to start winning right now. I don't know what to do. So we're picked to go to the Super Bowl from the AFC. So let's see what happens.
Well, hey, it's the Freddy Cain Show. We're taking over your Facebook Live, your Instagram Live. One of the biggest football conventions that hit the North Texas district. Our fantasy football with one of our beloved Cowboys. I wish you to stay, my good man. Mr. Jimmy Smith, formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll be right back. More legends to come right here on the Freddy Cain Show.
Freddy Cain, my main man.